This is the woke man.
Okay, wait. I forgot to do this. Every video game is woke, apparently. The Actman. Is every video game woke? The musical.
And here, and today, turns out there's a lot of games that are woke out there, and you've got to be on the lookout.
What are we even watching?
Thankfully, there is a list just for you, so you can keep track of
it's about the woke list that was going around.
all
I remember we looked over that like weeks
that
ago.
woke nonsense and all of those political agendas being pushed into your games, and you can avoid it, and I'm gonna help you. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and just so you know, this list is very, very comprehensive. It is there's a lot of woke stuff out there, a lot of wokeness, as you can clear.
I will honestly like cry laughing if the dude came out for real serious who made this.
There's fucking 1,400 games on here. Look, okay, it's no secret that companies
So I'd also laugh a bit if it was a joke and they put 1,400 games on here as a joke.
are sometimes pushing agendas in media, pop culture, video games, and whatnot. Bloons Tower Defense 6 is woke now, fellas. It's been compromised. It contains overtly pro-LGBTQ+ messaging. Can you believe it? There's a pride flag item available in the trophy store with a pro-pride message. And that's
Flags. No.
the review. That's their review of the game. They're reviewing games based on wokeness. This amorphous blob of a term now. But Bloons Tower Defense 6 has been compromised. Thank you, woke detector, for making me aware of this. I can finally cleanse my
Balloon. People play that, but yeah, I do find it funny. It does bring up a good point. If you were as technical, what everyone complains about nowadays about woke games, so many games would count as woke. Woke. Cancel him. He's woke.
Get the wokeness out of here. Get it out of here. Well, obviously Starfield is pretty woke, you know. Pronoun selection, they, them, body types instead of male and female. Improbably diverse NPCs in all areas. Well, hold on, what the fuck does that mean?
How is something improbably diverse?
Probably diverse? They're in space.
Improbably diverse, not 100% white, only 50% white.
It's not just what games they classify as woke, it's also the reasons and the recommendation. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, that's definitely woke for sure. I won't be playing that. It did win Game of the Year, but come on, it's woke. It's woke, fella.
Anyone who misses out on Baldur's Gate 3 because of woke, I pity them.
Pity them. Sorry, Larian. Hades fans, oof. Homosexual relationship between minor characters. Optional homosexual romance. Damn. Didn't that also get some awards? Look at how
homosexual romances. I just remember people going around and getting up that fucking like Hades 2 because it's woke now because the new character's a girl, even though she was implied to exist in original Hades. So it's just like, what? Saren is my favorite totally straight dude. Yeah, he's the most gay straight guy I've ever met. Like, it does confuse my brain because I would believe that he would easily bang man or woman just because he's like in there, you know what I mean? Like he's in between.
How many games we're exposing? All of these games have been compromised. The Shovel Knight series? Man. Hogwarts Legacy, well, we all knew that. Contains overtly pro-DEI messaging. 1800 Scotland somehow has diverse LGBTQ+ characters. There's fucking wizards in the game, bro. Just get
wizards. Yes, gays. No. Imagine. I always do find that funny, like with fantasy like shows and stuff. Like this isn't possible for this fantasy period. It's a fantasy show. He's not. Yeah, exactly. It's the whole gay or European. It's hard to tell.
Over it. Why do we cherry pick historical settings like this when it's clearly not a non-fictional story? That's crazy. That's crazy. But Hogwarts Legacy is woke. J.K. Rowling is. I'm a little confused now. I'm a little confused on that one. Let's see. Other famous. Pow World is woke because it uses body type in place of biological.
I find the body type nitpick really annoying. Who
Sex, drink,
cares?
character creation. Who cares? Who cares? You see how easily like all of these are just written off as like they label that as overtly pro LGBTQ plus. Like that's kind of crazy, dude. Oh boy, Call of Duty's woke too. Shit. Well, yep, multiple pride flag calling cards and emblems. Yeah, I can't have that. Can't have that. Why can't we though? Wouldn't that just give people more ammunition in the lobbies to use those types of slurs against the people they want to? You're probably thinking this is like a pride flag too, but unfortunately, it is merely a t-shirt.
A pride T-Rex? I love it. And I moved the chat just because his head keeps going there, so I don't want to cover it up. So I was hoping is like 2 then with the body types. Yes, Elden Ring is on the list as being woke too. But Elden Ring and Dark Souls always had those body types. Sleeping is optional.
Of a T-Rex riding a skateboard in a reference to Pink Floyd's famous album, The Dark Side of the Moon. It was the wokest thing I could find in my house. But no. If you thought I was wearing a rainbow shirt, you're really funny. That's really funny. It's crazy that like that's all they need. Like that just this. Like a pride flag in a game. Even if it's an optional cosmetic. You can't even have that. Like they don't even want.
Yes, that's his name now. Pridosaurus Rex. Hey, Crit.
That. No rainbows allowed. No.
It's terrible.
No rainbows. No pride flags. Fellas, the start of the NFL season is upon us, and the best way to cope with my beloved Seabirds not making the playoffs this year is by teaming up with DraftKings, an official partner of the NFL. Because if my actual team isn't any good, I can make up my own. Fantasy football is great.
I'm leaving fantasy football.
But a little monetary incentive can make things a lot more interesting. With DraftKings, you can draft your own team of kings, pit them against other players, and with only a small deposit of $5, you have a shot at winning a share of millions in prizes. Fantasy football.
And you know the rules, and so do I. An ad inside an ad. If you'd like to like, subscribe, or check out the sponsor in the link below, or check out the Patreon link. Yay! That really helps me out with the algorithm and all that stuff. Thanks, guys. This is for YouTube. Sorry, Twitch viewers right now.
Football is a game of knowledge, prediction, and skill. So do your research beforehand. Check out the official DraftKings website and download the app. If you want to win, you got to go in with the right playbook, with the right strategy. So don't miss out on all the exciting action this football season. Click the link in the description and pinned comment to download the DraftKings app and use the promo code TheActman for a free shot at a piece of millions in prizes.
Yeah, everyone knows only white people can be nice. Oh my god, Java.
Small deposit of $5. Thank you, DraftKings, for sponsoring this video.
And now for something completely different.
Let's see, is any Call of Duty not woke? Warzone is woke, 2019, yep. Black Ops Cold War. Campaign character creator menu has options for non-binary. God, even Black Ops Cold War is woke now. Jesus. We're getting massacred out here, man. What kind of fucking games are on here? I Was a Teenage Exocolonist contains overtly anti-capitalism messaging. What's wrong with that? What's wrong?
Oh, so if you don't like some parts of capitalism, you're woke now? Because the queen is more powerful than the king. But the king is more important. Yeah, I would still say woke. Yeah, you're right.
With that, so does BioShock. A criticizing capitalism is woke now. What? Who wrote this list? Well, I know who wrote this list. It was actually one of the founders of autism.net. Call of Duty. So all of the Call of Duty games that are on Steam are woke. Hard confirm. I will be taking down any reviews of any woke games I've done. Undertale is woke. Shit. Multiple non-binary characters use they them pronouns, including the player character. 2 major characters can form a homosexual relationship. Well, it's a good thing I've never played Undertale. Boy, here we go. We're getting to the good shit. Red Dead Redemption 2. Information.
I'm just saying, like, okay, I find this conversation really funny, seeing some of the straightest guys I know complain about the fact that you can't... What do you mean I can't romance the guy in this show? I can only romance the women. But he's more useful. I should be able to romance whoever I want. It's like, it's not just because the gay people want it, why they want unlimited romance options. It's for playability, okay?
Right?
I'm not
Red Dead 2 only contains subtly pro DEI subtly pro diversity, equity, and inclusion messaging. Several minor characters espouse modern day political sentiments. As an example, the NPC Sadie Adler behaves the same way a modern feminist would.
You're fucking gay! As in homosexual!
Okay. Are they just like, it's not sexist and racist enough? Is the reason Red Depp is woke? What?
That is one of the most retarded things I've ever
Slavery is suggested to be bad, so it's woke. Oh my god.
heard. So I like subtly pro DEI messaging in 1899. Yeah, Dutch only got Lenny and Charles on the squad so it would help his DEI scores with the Pinkertons. Yeah, I like several modern day characters espouse modern day political sentiments. You know what's a modern day political sentiment? Woman's suffrage. What? Native American genocide?
That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people who would actually take that away from the game doesn't know how long women's rights and all like the slavery talks and everything has been going on, especially like even the average man's rights, because that's the thing, like it was classism before there was even about like sexism or races and stuff too in there, where like only certain men of certain means could vote and stuff. So it's like, it's a very long old like topic. It's not modern per se.
All these political topics that were covered for 1899, like Sadie Adler behaves the same way a modern day feminist would. How? She's just a strong badass cowgirl. Her husband died and then she was being taken advantage of by O'Driscolls, and then Micah comes in. Yeah, she's probably gonna hate men a little bit. Good God. You see how reductive? Yeah,
I can't believe that she was attacked by some creepers and now she doesn't like guys as much. I can't believe she's so selfish. Yeah, I feel like a lot of time periods are like that. It was like, I remember this, like I looked it up because I remember there was an episode of a show where they showed how nasty the West is, where a lot of people like romanticize making your own way, making your money, but the West, like a lot of people died in the West because it was such a crap hole to live in at the time.
These types of like woke labels become when they actually have to write down what's woke about it instead of just pointing at women and being like, women, they're woke, you know? It's like,
yes, woke supports voting rights for non-land holding white males. Yes, exactly. That's what I find funny about that is like, yes, in the 1890s, or I don't exactly know when that was like set, that would have been seen as woke because like you were seen as like poverty, not a man of any means if you didn't own land. You had, like, we just went over that in the fat electrician like period over the revolution, that if you didn't own land, you didn't have a say.
It's like, it becomes very reductive and stupid. Skyrim is only moderately woke because an NPC in Whiterun asks you whether the sight of a strong Nord woman offends you. These are also such specific examples, like Oblivion, Dumag Grobunk flirts with males. What? Some Argonians use conflicting pronouns? That's probably just a
Oh no! Does a strong woman offend you? When the point is to outline the fact that the period it's set in, that it would offend some people, that's the whole fucking point. God damn it. It was awful. You had to be insanely tough to even make the travel, let alone live there. Yes, and all the disease and the lack of food and the lack of water. A lot of things were so hard and so trash to do.
Fuck up of the script or something. If it's Oblivion.
I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night. Wait a minute, let me do that one again. I heard that
Thankfully, Fallout New Vegas is only informational. Contains LGBTQ plus themes without specific messaging. Fallout New Vegas. Minor LGBTQ plus NPCs. A possible companion has dialogue about her experiences as a homosexual. Light social commentary. Fallout New Vegas. light social commentary. I repeat.
Showing again that some people are delulu, but also that lots of people can play the exact same game and miss half the point, because isn't Fallout mostly social commentary? Like, every single, like, section of Fallout is supposed to be a commentary on some part of society. Especially, like, yeah, especially what do you call the vaults? Like, every vault has a different social commentary because they're all experiments. Yeah, dumbass.
Fallout New Vegas. Light social comment. Who wrote this?
Even things you wouldn't think is a social commentary is technically a social commentary in a lot of Fallout.
What LGBTQ plus themes does New Vegas have? I've never even heard of that. It's starting to sound like the people that call things woke just like they want all the gay people out of video games. Because it's like, why always highlight which games have homosexual or gay relationships? Like,
why? This whole thing is nothing but a
half of these games, even though I don't care, like, I like good relationships, no matter gay, straight, or whatever. Most people would not notice. The word ends, you can't be picky. Exactly. Oh, every hole's a goal. But no, but that's the point. Like, most people wouldn't notice half of these side characters of, like, slight things.
Jewish plot. You do know that, don't you?
I find that highly unlikely, amigo.
Well, I don't like Jews.
Woke game.
Or colored folk. Or natives, now that you mention it.
nobody used to give a shit when it was like KOTOR or Mass Effect. Nobody cared. The people that cared were the out-of-touch Fox News representatives.
Exactly, and this is my point where people try and bring it back to video games used to be and people don't get it anymore. No video game player gave a fuck about Mass Effect's gay plot lines. They just thought it was interesting, you could choose all those things, and they chose what they wanted. And this is my point. The kind of people who care about this shit aren't like retro actual gamers, like old gamers. They're just newbies. They're like people that's like come from all different parts and their favorite game is fucking Call of Duty, I swear. Because like if you've played any of the old classic games, they all have a variety of this different content. And they're good games. It just shows to the fact that that's not the problem. That's not why the game is bad. Some of these games are just trash. Hey, Leith.
Now we have like gamers writing this shit. What happened? Oh, GTA 5? God damn it. Unfortunately, it features multiple minor LGBTQ plus NPCs. Isn't that unfortunate? Yeah, Fallout 3. Jeez. The games that
oh my god. When GTA is considered too, woke. Oh my god. We've gone around from, like, these games are too offensive to these games are too progressive in some way. Even though they're the exact same games being discussed. How is something progressive and offensive at the same time? That's a good question. The irony about the mythology of the West and the constant love affair with it is that it most living on the resource of margins.
that are safe though. Team Fortress 2, no woke content. Thank God for that. Witcher 3, several minor characters provide exposition regarding their experiences as homosexual individuals. You can't even talk about why, like, what it's like to be gay in a video game without it being like, well, I don't know if we should go there. It's just so weird. Oh, shit, man. The Dark Souls series is, well...
Oh no, informational cognitive dissociations. But yes, I do agree with the fact that, like, a lot of people think, like, that it comes from modern times, like, women becoming stronger or more, like, empowered or whatever. But it does come from hard times. Because I find it very weird when I hear people talk about, it's like, women should be back in the house, not having a job, just living and being protected and stuff. And it's like, what period are you fucking talking about? 20 years in the 40s to the 50s to the 70s? Like, women always did some sort of work. Because most people didn't have the money, even back then, to have housewives. You were a man of means, true means, if you could keep an unemployed wife. So, like there was stuff about from the 1920s, how women used to take home, like, quilting work and needlework and, like, embroidery to help pay the bills and stuff. Like, 8 shillings for a week's worth of embroidery. Because their husbands, like, did not pay for everything. And it's just, like... I don't know where people get the concept that women were just, like, sitting in a room skating by for the last 2,000 years.
Dark Souls has only been moderately
Thanks for the
compromised,
look,
okay?
Frankie.
Gwendolyn was born a male but raised as a female and given clothes and a magic ring to help him act like a female. At least they're familiar with the lore to a certain extent. It is tragic that the entire Dark Souls trilogy contains some woke stuff, guys. I can't recommend that. Helldivers 2, though, contains subtly pro-DEI messaging. How? What is the DEI message?
A flag, I bet.
The intro notably features a mixed-race family. That's like...
A mixed-raced family is DEI, what?
To these people, that's like a warning flag. Is that kind of insane? No clear distinction between male or female aside from voice options. But they have helmets on and body armor and... I don't get it. I don't get these people. Counter-Strike 2 is not woke.
That's
as
weird.
long as
And
we're killing...
literally, you'd be like, oh, it's offensive that the multiracial family died first in the ad. What the fuck? But yeah, weird.
Terrorists, that is A-OK. Cyberpunk, obviously that's going to be woke. Left 4 Dead series is not... Wait a minute. How? Hold on. There's a lot of black zombies in Left 4 Dead 2. And speaking of, 2 of the 4 playable characters are black, and one of them's a woman. How is that not woke? That's 50% of the playable roster. How is Left 4 Dead 2 not woke? You see how stupid, how fucking easy it is?
Left 4 Dead mods.
Point out like,
Oh my
like
God.
minorities and women and say, look at the wokeness. Game's woke. But they don't do that for Left 4 Dead 2. Why? Okay, so Portal is good, but Portal 2 unfortunately has anti-patriarchy messaging, as all male characters are portrayed negatively and are less competent than the female characters. Man, Valve really fell off. They really fell off after that. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball is safe. You can play those games safely. What is this? Validate. Struggling singles in your
Can be strong in Dragon Ball Z. What? How's that not work?
area. I can't imagine how this game would be woke. What does this game even look like? We're going in deep.
Get to know struggling singles just like you.
I can't watch anymore.
I can't watch. Oh god. I don't think I can show that. Okay. Don't
He's
think I
accidentally on porn.
can show that. Here's the thing. If you want to play like these sex games or like dating sims, like who cares? Who cares about that? I don't care. I wouldn't have even known about the validate if it weren't for this hilarious list. I really should have covered this in my Battlefront Collection video, but game was woke. Battlefront Collection was woke. You see, they changed the self-inflicted death message
It's
from
okay. It's just a dating sim. Mainly bought by women, probably, but yeah.
player killed himself into player killed themselves. Wow, look at all these woke games. Battlefield 1. Oh yeah, there was black people in that game. Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 you actually have like an argument for. But of course a small description is not going to do it justice. But look at how many games. Wolfenstein 2? Shit. Main character is saved by his strong, pregnant girlfriend. She also manages to fight off a wave of Nazis.
Fuck me.
Yeah, Overwatch 2 is another one of those games where you could make some kind of argument that, yeah, retroactively changing the sexuality of many characters.
Pregnant wife saves husband? Someone get to the mob in here.
Maybe there's an issue with that. Maybe these
Getting
characters
crazy.
evolved over time. Maybe it's really not a big fucking issue and the issues surrounding Overwatch are way more important and massive and not about characters' sexuality. Just let the Rule 34 artists be by themselves, okay? Just let them do their thing. For those who are looking to play Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, you will unfortunately be playing...
Dream Daddy is a bit gay? No! I played the whole thing and I had no idea!
a woke video game. This is made by the Game
honestly,
Grumps? What?
I thought that was funny too, that it was made by the Game Grumps, but I don't play many dating sims because I don't have the attention span for them, so...
When did they... Oh my god. Why did the Game Grumps make this? Boyfriend Dungeon, non-binary. They're just playing like all these... They're overloading the list. Alex Jones, NWO Wars. No woke content. I call bullshit. I call bullshit on this list.
Yeah,
Are you
Game Grumps made a dating sim called Dream Daddy. It was very popular for a small amount of time with ladies. But I just can't do dating sims for some reason. I find them very hard to play. Mainly because I have very little play. You know what I mean? But yeah. Of Overwatch? Oh my god.
Kidding me?
Could do a thesis on
Are
the
you
porn
kidding
of
me?
Overwatch.
How is this not woke? How is this not woke. It's clearly shoving a political message.
Let's free the Patriots and defeat the globalist tech geeks.
That really is what it comes down to. It's like, okay, we want politics in games, just the right politics, just the right, like Alex Jones, who's never had a bad opinion ever.
Yeah, even though he's a joke. Yeah, exactly, Reno. Yeah, that is kind of my point with the woke stuff, is like I try to point out to people is it's just censoring of a different flavor. It's just censoring the things they don't like. And there's like, no, that's not censor it because they're trying to censor me. And it's like, what? You're just both trying to do the different things, but for the same thing for different means. The water that turns the frogs gay.
Super lesbian animal RPG is woke?
What?
No. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. There are people who have 50 hours. Why are there so many fucking, like...
Hey Reno, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents. I do find that funny. What's the point of even ranking games that are meant to be for gay people or like lesbians or some shit? Or porn, pretty much. I don't see especially the reason to care. But like...
Dating games on here. You have to review these things based on each game individually. You can't just be like, well... That's woke, don't play it. You know, you have to actually examine it. Like this could, like the Alex Jones game could be a decent platformer. Could be. Looks kind of funny, like it's got a funny theme. But a lot of people just write off games because they don't contain the right politics. And I think that's really entitled and stupid.
We are not
Among
the
Us is
Gooners,
woke? No! Oh, no, I love Among Us. Because there's pride flags in it. The gays really do ruin everything. What is this? Val's Guide to Having a Broken Vag. I don't know what who the fuck wrote this list or who the fuck had to play all of these games, but this was
just... how
just
they know. Like, how did they know all these games?
wild. Destroy All Humans. Contains subtly anti-human and subtly
I feel like there's gonna be like a fucking pride flag, but they skip past it.
pro-DEI messaging. Are you fucking serious? Anti-human messaging? Boy, I wish this was a wig. I would rip it out. I would rip it
They're anti-human.
out of my skull. Have you played that Destroy All Humans game? Pfft, me? No. Contains some anti-human messaging.
Oh, so you actually saw where the list came from originally? Because there's like been a huge debate if it's like, did the actual person, was it a joke or not?
I hope no one notices that I have women's panties on.
You know how I like my games.
So I just got the list originally from Twitter, but I never saw who actually originally made it.
Imagine being the person like writing this list, looking at and playing Destroy All Humans, and you're like, there's just something not quite right about this. Just something not quite right. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like this game is a little anti-human.
Take him home and drown my sorrows in cheap meaningless sex. Ooga!
And that's woke.
What?
Oh, they have... Armored Core 6 contains multiple forms of woke messaging, some overt and some more subtle. See the full
Oh my god, I never use Steam group pages.
review for more details. Okay. Oh, Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 is woke. The Ultramarines seen in-game are improbably diverse. Features frontline female combatants, including an improbable female authority.
Improbable?
Get back in the kitchen.
Improbable. There's literally a whole Space Marine like set about women. It's the Sisters of Battle or whatever. Fake fan. There should be more of us in Awooga. Awooga. Are we happy now?
Women, you can't be on the front lines. They already reviewed Veilguard. It's not even out. They don't even need to play the game. They even reviewed Freddy Fish on this. No game is safe. Pajama Sam? Are you...
Style, exactly.
Thank God.
It's like, that's the thing, like... that's the thing. It's so much work. I have just a feeling it's not satire. But I don't know. Maybe... Maybe someone did put together a 1400 game list for satire, but I have my
God, I wasn't
doubts.
indoctrinated when I was a kid. Quake is good. Quake 2, not so much. Look at how specific this gets, though. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. A mini game on Ardolis involves...
Wait, they probably call the Sucker Punch, yeah, woke. Even though Sucker Punch, they're literally all mentally unstable, but yeah. Ah, God.
singing a song about women in respectable positions of power. Who gives a shit? That's so weird.
Women in respectable position of power? Is it okay if it's an unrespectable position of power?
Keep like a...
Sucker Punch is that thing like grows on you where you're just like, it's interesting, but I feel like depending what you expected, because I didn't like it as much the first time I watched it, but I enjoyed it like the second or third time.
Database of all this.
I was pretty young.
Like, imagine if they did this for racism and sexism. Wouldn't that just be insane to be like, oh, this game is racist, a black guy gets killed in it? I feel like that would be the exact same shit. They're even reviewing like furry games. Perfect Apocalypse. Jesus Christ. Wow, how is this possible? The game Gender Bender is not woke. Because it offers a satirical take on picking a gender identity. Whether in favor of or against gender identities is unclear. What's your gender? Your royal gayness. Your royal gayness.
Yeah, if it's empowering, gay, or progressive, or anti-capitalism, or diverse, it's woke or something.
How do you even find... Do they just click on the LGBTQ plus tag and just go through that and include them all on here? That's probably what they did. Divinity Original Sin 2. How? Homosexual romance options. Okay.
One of the top ones that he's gone through is like improbably diverse was a word. It's like, what's that?
That's a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Mouthful.
That's a bad thing to these people. Not that it's forced, as in it forces the player to be gay, but that it's an option in the game. Homosexual relationships are written and included for people who care, or for
what is anti-transhumanism?
people who want to explore all pieces of content, all different types of relationships. It's like these people are discouraging that. And sounds like these are the people trying to shove political ideology into our video games instead of trying to keep it, relegated to the artists themselves. I got blackmailed by a futanari. Why are you reviewing these games? Is there a full review I can read for this game? I got blackmailed by a futanari. I'd really like to hear more about that one. It's like these are...
Yeah, it's totally a joke. He's totally joking. A no cybernetic, even some people in their group isn't sure why that's in the list. So they're anti-cybernetic implants? And is cybernetic implants woke? What? Really, the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
They're all like romance games. A gay love story about...
The game is I was blackmailed by a futanari, guys. The game, that's a game's name.
Gay love. What were you expecting? Features homosexual romance? You don't say. I feel like half of the games that are listed as...
All the sci-fi nerds that thought for a second they could hate woke cried in unison at that stipulation. Because most sci-fi nerds are just waiting for the moment to get a robo-arm.
Woke are just like gay, like Romancylvania. They're just reviewing romance games. Like Knights of the Old Republic is woke. Because of Juhani. Ace Attorney Trilogy. Trials and Tribulations features a minor gay character who behaves in a flamboyantly effeminate way. Who cares, man? Trials and Tribulations is the best Ace Attorney game. Tied with Spirited Justice, in my opinion. Mortal Kombat 1, nearly multiple male characters have been retconned and emasculated. They got rid of Scorpion's penis. Nearly all people of authority are female. It's just...
Wait. What do they mean emasculated? In Mortal Kombat? Where? All the women are like, well, there was a queen and two princesses in Mortal Kombat. I don't know, I haven't played
It's just insane scrolling through this. You could really... It's like going to a zoo and seeing all the exhibits.
And like the captain police officer chick, like Sonya, right? Like she was in power.
Yeah,
they retcon everything in Mortal Kombat, right? Too soy?
The diver is woke. Contains pro-DEI messaging. The player character is a fat guy who can somehow deep dive and swim long distances without trouble. The sushi chef is black. Oh my...
Fat guys can't swim. Or it's woke.
God, it's not recommended. See, we're judging it Don't play this game. The main character's fat. Dave the Diver has insane reviews. 97% of 100,000. That is wild to hate this game because the main character is fat and one character is black. Wild. Well, I hope this has been enlightening for.
And honestly, this is why I think some people have some okay like points with some stuff. Like, oh, they're pushing diversity too hard and not focusing on the creative process and making good games. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. But I feel like honestly, them being money hungry grubs is doing worse for the industry in general. But like, and then you just got people that using it just to be like sexist, racist, you know, all the ists they could possibly think of. So I should just say be hateful as fuck, because they would just want to be angry. Exactly, yeah, exactly. There's crazy people on all sides. People being way too fucking extreme.
For all of you, I hope you have installed most of these games or deleted them from your hard drives. And I just wanted to do my part to raise awareness. Don't buy woke games like Fallout New Vegas, Knights of the Old Republic, Street Fighter 6, Power World, and of course, Call of Duty. But which is your favorite woke game? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Woke Man for more awesome
Power World and Fallout's pretty good
content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Actman signing out. Peace.
That is exactly the point there. Like, a lot of people make, it's like, why would you go to a game made for gay people, for gay stuff, and then go, I can't believe this is gay. Get that out of there. They want gayness out of all gaming, just like they accuse the woke people wanting heterosexuality out of all gaming. Yeah, exactly. It's just a lot of like, what's it called? The loudest assholes breathe through. And I do honestly believe like the average person in either group isn't like that. But it's just like the biggest dicks get through yelling, you know? There's a predator! It's a Pokemon! Yeah, all that Game Freak stuff is insane on that. Is it a Pokemon? No, it's a predator! Oh my god.